podcast. And with that being said, guys, we are back at it again with another episode of Keep Talking. I got my guy Big E, Diceman here. You know, one of the best local celebrities around here in the Virginia area, man. He got some of the best music out here. Tell him about yourself, man.
Yo, Biggie Dice, man. Back with my boy, Durante. We gonna keep talking. I'm dropping a song every month of this year. I've been putting out a whole lot of music. My stream's going crazy. I'm on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, Deezer, Tidal, Napster. Motherfucker, you can probably find me on LimeWire. You can find me on
Find this nigga on a fucking phonograph.
Yeah. Motherfucker, I can put my legs on a stone tablet. Flintstones was bumping my shit, boy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I've been doing that. I DJ. About to start doing Damon's quite a bit, so y'all need to come out there and check that out. It's a good time. We always have fun. You know, I always been the life of the party, so I like to give everybody, you know, that good music, whether I'm making it or playing it. I do both. I do everything.
Of course. Yeah, man. So, like, how long have you been at this music stuff, man? For real?
Man, writing since 6th grade. Writing my own rhymes and stuff. I remember my boys they started off wanting to be rappers at first, and they used to write rhymes, and I would go through and be like, yo, this rhyme should be better. You should make it like this. You should, so I basically proofread and edit their rhymes, get back to them. They're like, oh yeah, this is dope. So then I was like, shoot, let me try to write my own rap. And then I was like, I always love music. Like, I always love music. I'm talking about, I used to print out the lyrics and like literally try to learn a song, like all the lyrics, like, just at the back of my hand. And I remember one of the songs that I can remember printing till this day was In the Club by 50 Cent.
Oh.
Yeah.
Classic.
Yes. And like, I love music is it's been a part of me for like, since a kid. Like, it's just something that I love to do. And then I just was writing, I'm like, yo, I love this. And then every time, it's like parts in there where I take breaks, but I always came back to it. Mm-hmm. You know how they say, if something is, meant to be, even if you go away from it, it'll come back to you.
Of course, man. And
recently I've been taking it way more serious, and the love and the streams, getting certified on TuneCore, little digital plaques and stuff is like, yo, like this is what I should be doing. So yeah, I've been in music since 6th grade.
Hell yeah, man. Well, this guy's been at it for a while, man, and me personally, I've tried to dabble in music and stuff like that, but it's not really my thing. But hey, man, so like with you in the music, like coming up, like who were your idols? Like who was the person really that like inspired you to go after this music thing?
Man, I'm gonna tell you my favorite rapper of all time, and the one that just had me like, yo, like made me excited about music was Lil Wayne.
That's crazy. Same here, man. Same here.
Yeah.
I remember we used to talk about this in college.
Yes.
I remember we talked about this in college. I used to, come in there and try to show you all these, like, Lil Wayne verses that I'm sure that you had never heard and stuff,
Yeah.
And yeah, man, Lil Wayne, man, he's a legend, especially with all those, similes and metaphors and stuff. Like,
yes.
Like, I started listening to Wayne, like, kind of late, honestly. I was probably 2010, 2011 when I really started listening into Wayne. And around that time, I had a friend in high school, and he was actually showing me a lot of the older mixtapes, like a Dedication 3 and No Ceilings and stuff. And I remember people listening to it back in the day.
Yeah.
But me personally, I didn't listen to a whole lot of music. I had an iPod in 6th, 7th grade. I listened to, like Chameleonaire and, a bunch of that whack-ass mainstream stuff that was out there. But I had no idea about the mixtape game and how Lil Wayne was really,
Yeah,
running.
the mixtapes got me. That Drought 3.
Oh, that's my favorite mixtape because I listened to that song Upgrade so much, man.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
He killed it, man.
Bro, one of my favorite songs on the joint, Sky's the Limit, right? And I literally used one of his lines from that song on my SOL writing.
Yeah.
I never forget, they had on the SOL writing, I wish I could get a copy of that. But they had on the test, would you rather be what was it? Would you rather fit into a group or something like that, or be on your own? And I was just like, I'd rather be on my own. I'd rather be in my own lane. I'd rather have because once you doing your own thing, people will gravitate. If you doing something and it's cool and people gonna grab. I ain't never been one to be part of big groups and all that stuff. I've always been to myself, and people always grab. Hell, in school, people can tell you I had my own lunch table. Like, people come sit around people tell you that was my table. I had my seat reserved. Everybody, whoever want to come up, I had everybody at my table. You know, all the different people. You know, and you got I guess in school, you got the popular table, you got the jocks table, you got the country table, I had my own table. Mine was just a mixture of everybody. So,
Big E was eating 3 lunches.
Yeah.
He couldn't buy seven.
Yeah, with beets, you know. I eat everything, including beets. But yeah, but they had a SOL or whatever, and I remember I was like, I'd rather be different and I'd rather be, my own person. And I was just like, I like Lil Wayne because I felt Lil Wayne was in his own lane. Like, he always was like different. And I used the line saying, I'm in the sky flying with the fishes, or maybe in the ocean swimming with the pigeons. See, my world is different, like the Wayne. And if you want trouble, bitch, I want the same thing. You know the number rhyme? Yo, so I used that line on the SOL. So that's how big of a Wayne fan I am. Ask any Wayne fan, they took and wrote some shit about him on a damn standardized test. If you don't know what that is, Virginia has a standard they used to. I don't know if they do it now. We used to have to write and pass,
Oh yeah, in the 5th, 8th, 11th grade. Yeah. Writing SOL. Yeah, man. And see, like with me and Lil Wayne, man, he listening to his mixtapes. That's when I really started to understand wordplay.
Yeah.
And rap, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I would hear him say things like, I remember listening to that song, I'm On One. I remember, seeing the video premiere, BET, it was August 2011, and I actually had texted one of my friends, Matt, I hit him up, because he was a big Wayne fan, too. And when Wayne said, I put it into a world like the Mayans, I was completely, it blew my mind, I was like, man, this dude is just on a different level. And then, little did I know that the stuff that Drake was saying was on par, if not even better. You know what I'm saying? Because, Lil Wayne is my favorite artist of all time. Yeah. But right now, Drake is
oh, yeah, Drake is in his prime. But Wayne in his prime ain't nobody. Wayne said, this dude saying, he said, I'm so fly, even deaf bitches say hi to me. She tell a blind bitch, she say, I gotta see. Yeah. What? Bruh, yes. Wayne,
he's riding drop top in the winter with the heat on.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Yeah, Wayne is that. My first time hearing Drake, I'll never forget. It's crazy. A lot of times me hearing a new artist back in the day, this is before the internet, this is people come across stuff. Wayne, a white boy, played at school, I forgot who it was, but we was in weightlifting class. He was like, yo, he put a CD in and it had Ransom on it.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I was like, who the hell is this? And then I'm like, oh shit. And then he killed it, Drake killed it, but Wayne was like, I could rap. The way he was like, I can sound dope just saying A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Wayne killed, but Drake was just coming about. Wayne was in his prime at that point. But now Drake is on
Michael Jackson level. He's on Michael Jackson.
He's on Michael Jackson of rap. You can say the Michael Jackson.
Yeah, he's on Michael Jackson's level because when he goes to Hong Kong, Sydney, Australia, I ain't talking about sold out shows. I'm talking about the area around the arena. I mean, it is. I mean, and what works in his advantage is the fact that he's not American born. He's a Canadian born. Yeah. He has basically all of the UK behind him. And that's something that guys like Jay-Z and them had to acquire. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Jay-Z was a big dude in New York, and then he became big in the US, and then became really big in London.
See, with Drake is a chameleon. He knows how to adapt every sound and incorporate, which makes everybody love him. He literally does. Drake is like, if you wanted to build a rapper, he's the perfect rapper. Like,
Yeah.
he got the look, the sound, and his skill level is up there. Like he's with you. You know what I'm saying? Like
his delivery is so like
what,
appealing.
Yeah. But Wayne, like Drake. The reason Drake is so big because you gotta have certain appeal to the masses. Like because for real, no rapper has been bigger than Eminem. Because the majority of this country is what? And what is... I mean, I'm not saying Eminem is not skilled, but Eminem is going to outsell everybody, hands down, because most time with hip-hop music, people like a rapper because they identify more with that rapper. They, whatever. In the majority of this country, what rapper can they more identify to? Jay-Z, Eminem, or,
I can get some pushback on that now, too. Because I believe that it all determines on what the music is speaking about too.
Yeah.
Because DMX, you look at that Woodstock crowd.
Oh yeah.
Remember, a lot of, he brought a lot of white boys, a lot of suburban white boys into.
Yeah.
It was almost like a grunge rap. It was almost like alternative rap. He was rapping, stop. Every Mudball was fucking with that shit.
He did sell a lot in that era. I mean, he made great music, but he never sold like Eminem. Okay, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna ask you a question, and I'm gonna give you 3 guesses. What's the highest selling hip hop album of all time?
The highest hip hop album of all time?
Yeah.
The Carter 3?
No.
I know it's the fastest selling. I know it sold a million copies in a weekend.
In a week.
A weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It sold 1 million. Yeah, it was the fastest selling of all time. Yeah, but I'm not sure about like the most.
Yeah, who sold the most?
Maybe Illmatic, maybe?
No.
Maybe Illmatic? I'm not sure.
None of Nas' albums sold like.
I know that it's revered as one of the best.
It's Illmatic is definitely the best, but it didn't reach 1 million copies until the 2000s. So it's great. Like great hip hop doesn't typically sell well. The more you gotta have. Give you one more guess.
50 Cent.
That's a good choice.
50 Cent, because
Outkast.
I was about to say
the one with Hey Y'all on it.
Oh, I was about to say the one with Who Let the Dogs Out.
No, not they weren't rappers.
No.
Baha Man.
But yeah.
Outkast, the one Hey Y'all.
Yeah.
That's a high selling, which is crazy. But that was more generated more of a pop sound.
And it's using a lot of movies and TV shows too. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so that's the high, but like that was able, like being like, if you're, see, that one mainly hip hop. That just show you hip hop. If you're kind of like Eminem, he's hip hop, but he's like a different variation of. He had his own.
Early on, he was more like a Weird Al. You know what I'm saying? He was comparable to like a Weird Al.
But they promoted Eminem like that because they gave him the blonde hair and they gave him a gimmick. They gave him the gimmick of like Slim Shady because they needed to sell him because people didn't believe in a white rapper. And Eminem had to be like funny, but at the same time showing you he was lyrically like Eminem is a lyricist to the fullest degree. You know, his pen game is unbelievable. But even Eminem probably would admit that he basically, his album sales he got to boost the album sales because, in certain areas, in certain demographics that we can't as, African Americans. Because I'm going to tell you this, we went to Pocosin to play basketball.
Woo! White area, boy.
There was one mixed dude on the team, I think.
He won't mix. That mother was just really tan. He did a lot of farm work. He drank a lot of sweet tea. Rode a horse there.
Shout out to Pocosin. But then
fuck Pocosin.
The only rap songs they played was Eminem.
See, and you know what's funny about it? You know that one song with that white girl that sings the hook? And I can't see it all.
Yeah.
You know that song I'm talking about?
Yeah. Stan.
Man, them white people, every white person in the world, when that song come on, it's alright. Everybody be like, everybody just knows it. It's just like the black handshake. No matter where you go, no matter where you go, everybody just knows it. Hey, man, what's up? I mean, you can be anywhere. You can be the most squarest black dude ever. You know, they be like, hey, what's up, man? What's going on? For white people, it's like coming out the womb. They know that song. 4 or 5 years old is, you know, like the mom and dad. I swear to you, the moms always, you know, sing it to them, you know, while they're going to band and shit like that. But like getting on to a topic, whatever, with so a thing for me that my mom told me was, you know that guy John B, the R&B singer in the 90s? She said
I thought he was black.
Nope, almost. A lot of people didn't have MTV.
Yeah.
So back then to see, you know, like the fucking videos, and obviously there wasn't internet, obviously to show them off.
Yeah.
A lot of people did not know that he was white.
Yeah.
I didn't even know until one day I was at a party in Colorado, and I was on the aux court, and I was playing some R&B stuff. It was for like a older crowd towards the end of the party, and I turned on, you know, that song with John B.
Yeah,
and I'm looking down, and I'm like, damn, that nigga look like Klay Thompson. And then I'm like, wait, he whiter than Klay Thompson. And then I'm looking at the video, and like, it all makes sense. I thought in the video they were just creeping around together and stuff. No, it's a black girl with a white boy, and that's why they're creeping around. It's like a jungle fever kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know, and I was looking at the video, and I was like, oh shit, like the whole time. And so, like, you know, with that being said, man, like, with the state of how rap is now, especially with guys who are like on the fringe, like Lil Pump and Tekashi 6ix9ine, and guys who I think who actually walk the line perfectly, guys like Jack Harlow.
Oh, yeah.
I think Jack Harlow. I mean, call me crazy, man. I think Jack Harlow right now is top 5, and I'm being dead serious. I listen to his catalog. He's had music out since 2016. It's almost like everything that he puts out, he's not trying to be black. He knows his lane. You know what I'm saying?
He's just cool. That's what he is.
He literally is Tyler Hero. Like it's like that song he put up by Tyler Hero.
Yeah.
He's literally like the rap game Tyler Hero.
Yeah.
He's like the 6th man. Like his features are hard. I mean, he got a great flow. I think his delivery is straight. He ain't trying to, you know, show off with a whole lot of bling and stuff. No, he's just a white boy and some New Balance, and he can rap his ass off.
Yeah, I like
Jack.
Jack lit.
I really do like Jack Harlow, but
I would love to do a song with Jack Harlow.
Hell yeah. So you know, us talking about rap and everything, I want to transition over to R&B. I don't know if you're, you know, a big fan of that or not, but you asked me what was you asked me like what was the best selling rap album of all time. I already know this one. What's the best selling R&B album of all time?
The best selling R&B album of all time?
Yes. And it's by far almost too. It came out, I'm gonna give you a hint too. It came out in 2004.
You talking about Mariah Carey?
No. Usher, Confessions.
It is?
The best selling R&B album of all time.
Okay, I ain't mad at that. I love that joke. That's why I was saying.
Can you understand how many songs are on that album?
Yeah. Like 20.
Every song on that album is a hit. When you go on Apple Music, you know how like they have the stars beside all the good, every one of them a star beside. Think about it. He got Confessions 1 and 2 on there. He got Caught Up on there. He got the
Burn. Yeah. Let It Burn.
He got Burn. Ooh. And fun fact about that too, you know who that album is about?
Chili?
No, that album is written about Jermaine Dupri's relationship struggle.
Okay, I would just, when you said that, I would just think everybody is a misconception that everybody think it's about Chili, but that album, Usher wrote that album.
It's about Jermaine Dupri.
Usher didn't even write that album. Somebody wrote it for him.
Mm-hmm. It's about Jermaine Dupri, you know, about cheating and everything, whatever. And I was like, when I found that out, I was like, wow. And you know, like especially with guys, you know, writing music for other people, like I didn't know this. You know that Britney Spears wrote a lot of music for Mary J. Blige. Isn't that odd?
Who the hell said that?
Isn't that odd?
Yeah.
If you go and look at some of Mary J. Blige's songs and look at who they're written by, Britney Spears.
They gotta be different Britney Spears.
It's crazy because when you get into that space of like a famous musician, it's like you wouldn't even know this, right? Like going into a booth a lot of times you would think, oh, there goes Lil Durk and there goes Chief Keef. No, man, in the booth all the time, it be Kenny Chesney, it be fucking Lil Wayne. Them guys be coming together a lot of times, listening to new sounds, picking up. Have you heard country music in the last 2 years?
Yeah.
Have you heard the new song with Morgan Wallen and Lil Durk?
Yeah, that's a crossover.
They're basically doing that now with every country song. Every country song now got bass in it. It got that kind of
the country that's played on the radio. But like, if you really, cause like I be around people that listen to country.
Oh yeah, of course, that's still out there. Oh
yeah,
that's
you know what I'm saying.
there.
But they not. You know what? It's funny. Country people feel how real hip hop, traditionalist hip hop is.
Yep.
Feel like the new school rap is crap. Like they don't like the new school rap, and the country people feel like this new school country doesn't fit. You know, is it real country? It's pop music. It's like, or it's rap music with a country beat. So it's funny that like we all like, even though we are different cultures and different things of that nature, people that listen to, they feel like everybody, the older generation has this thing like, it was better in my day.
Yeah.
It was better. I think that's just I used to think like, older people think everything better than they did, but now as I'm getting older, I'm like, the 90s music and shit was lit. Like, the early 2000s was lit. Like, our Jones was better than this, but like, I just think it's just a thing, like, you have nostalgia for the things you grew up with. It's just certain things. Look at that. If I catch the Rugrats on TV, it's just like, yo.
You attach sentimental value to those like nostalgic moments. Like, you can almost remember when you heard that song for the first time. It's like for me, almost every song I listen to, I can remember when I first heard it. Or like a TV show, kind of like the Rugrats and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, yeah, I definitely understand that how like the generational, you know, people have their perception of of how their generation was and whatnot. But like, so like when it comes to how fashion and stuff has definitely, you know, crossed over. I believe fashion has crossed over. Like if you look at guys in the Florida Georgia line, you know, they're wearing the same exact thing that, you know, fucking Bruno Mars is wearing, or the same thing that goddamn Justin Timberlake is wearing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's you know, crossed over to the point where they aren't, you know.
But Florida Georgia line is considered more, people would call them probably pop artists.
Yeah, I mean they're pop. I mean, pop. You can almost say hip hop, man. You can almost say hip hop sometimes.
Yeah, I mean,
a lot of music.
You could rap to their song. I mean, you could put a rap, cause shit, Nelly hopped on Cruise.
Oh yeah, of course.
But I know we jumped all the way around. But I wanted to say about Usher. Mm-hmm. There's only one person alive that could be Usher in a hits for his battle R&B. He locked up in prison. I ain't even gonna say his name, but Usher.
I know somebody that can get him hit for hit, and then some, and he's still out right now. Chris Brown.
I love you, Chris. You from the 804. You from Tappahannock. Usher, I've had this argument, bro. I was at the club one night. Me and my homeboy actually met a dude that produced with Timberland and Missy. Mm-hmm. And they were playing one of his records in the club. He had produced a song for what's her name, Tamir Braxton, or whatever. And he was he was talking about verses, and basically he said the same thing. He said, and then after he listened to me, he was like, wait a minute. He was like, bruh, nobody touching Usher. Usher 90s hits. Confessions of them ain't even in, bruh.
People actually,
people you can't touch Usher.
Chris Brown so far right
We're
now.
talking a straight art. We're not talking about, I mean, okay, even hits, bruh.
Chris Brown's never made a bad song. 2005 on, Run It. Say yo, all the, I mean, like,
I'm gonna tell you, this is how
he's had 3 careers. He was the teenage heartthrob. He became like the bad boy who beat Rihanna, and then he became like the redemption guy who can hop on anything.
Bro, Usher, hands down. I mean, it's
Chris Brown. Chris Brown is a much better artist, and
Chris Brown,
and he's still going. I know,
but Usher is just, bro. You got This is how I judge an artist, right? I judge an artist on how many generations they can touch. My mom and is yeah, she was born, yeah, she close to 60 or whatever. So her playlist, I got a playlist for her I made. I might have one. I don't even know if there's any Chris Brown songs in that playlist. Usher, you put Usher on any. See, Chris Brown, the younger people go Chris Brown. Usher, you got You Make Me Wanna Lead and Wanna Win. Start nice and slow. You got Yeah. Yeah is bigger than anything that Chris Brown ever created.
I can name 3 songs right now.
Okay, name 3 songs that compete with or Burn. Or
Run It?
No.
Deuces?
No. No.
Chris Brown is more, he's done a lot of damage feature-wise, especially. He was on, Take It to the Head.
Those are not classics, bro.
So, I'm actually going on a super mind blank right now when it comes to Chris Brown. I know that
Chris Brown will be anybody but Usher.
So for sake of argument, I can agree with that.
Yeah.
Because when you look at the Mount Rushmore of R&B singers, if you still want to put R. Kelly up there, you got Usher, you got I don't think you can't put Marion up there.
Hell no.
You got Usher up there. You got
Kells. You got
Goodness gracious, guys! Tell us if you guys know about 5 guys that you can put on the R&B.
For real, Miguel makes some good music.
Luther Vandross.
Yeah.
He's singing about men.
Hey man, let that man do what he want to do.
That man Luther Vandross was singing about glory holes and shit.
I never forget, man, when I can't say what the old man said to me. He said, man, I can't believe Luther he said, I ain't gonna say the word he said, man, all this year I was listening to him, man, and he was talking about dudes. I can't believe, I was dying, I was laughing, but I was like, man, hey, the music good. I still bump Luther music, man. I don't care what he was talking about. Hey, people, a lot of artists are not talking about who we think they're talking about.
Exactly.
A lot of artists.
A lot of them.
Yeah, a lot
Frank
of them.
Ocean and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And Frank Ocean, shoot, even though Thinking About You, it might be I think it's about a dude, but that song, Thinking About You, that joke still bump. I ain't one of those people that's he's talking about, the only person music I can't take serious or listen to, the only person I can't music is 6ix9ine. Because he just antagonized, does all this, and you know for a fact he will roll over on you and talk, throw you under the bus. But other than that, sexuality or whatever you do, I don't care what you do. Your music, if it's good, it's good. You know what I'm saying? What artist music that will never shoot? I'm just saying, everybody say what they want to say. You dropping this shit on in the club, you see what the response is.
Give me 3.
Genuine is on that jump too.
Genuine? I can feel that one. Give me 3 artists that you believe are criminally underrated.
Criminally? And what genre?
In rap.
Criminally underrated.
Guys that you know are complete fire that nobody, talks about when people say it's complete trash.
Okay, are we talking about lyrics that just make good music and just good?
Lyrically.
There's so many people lyrically that's under
I got 3 for you while you think. I got Tyler the Creator, Young Thug.
I don't really listen to him. I don't listen to Tyler Creator like that.
Young Thug, and I know that he's mainstream and a lot of people have him as a top guy already. But I think he's right now probably running the game, and that's Lil Baby. I think that Lil Baby.
We have a different outlook on lyricism. Lil Baby can spit.
Underrated. Underrated. I know that everybody, because he hops on, with all the beats and stuff. But listening to him lately, he's saying he's this generation's Lil Wayne. I'm not saying he's on that caliber, but the flooding of the music and the consistency of the quality music. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he's put out A+ projects every time, but coupled with the very catchy beats and whatnot, he's at least putting out B+, A- material every single time.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna one dude who's underrated that I heard that lyrically can spit. Oh, there's a few people. You got Mozzie.
Yes.
Mozzie can spit. These are people I'm not, because there's a whole lot of underrated people. These are people that I've came across, because I know there's an artist out there that got millions of views that I've never even listened to before, because the internet is so saturated. But Mozzie is underrated. There's a dude from Chicago named Ruger.
Mm-hmm.
He can spit. He's underrated. You know, he ain't got the shine he deserves. Mozzie, I think Mozzie should be on the biggest stage. Mozzie can spit. I'm trying to think, what's another one? I'll take it to the A. Let me see. Oh, J.I.D.
J.I.D. I've heard about this guy.
Woo! J.I.D. is like I don't know. It's like he's like the Atlanta version of Kendrick. J.I.D. is criminally underrated. Like he is part of Dreamville, but that boy, that motherfucker said, I forgot what he said. This one line where he said, I do something. He said, He said, I'm different. I dunk the 3. I said, dunk the 3. Like, I forgot the line with the line, but the bro crazy. Every time I heard you listen to him, it's like, yo. And then another person I'm gonna do honorable mention that people say he got the same flow and everything, he on the same beat. I like the baby. The baby beat. He killed a feature.
Man,
I like the baby.
I just now really got back onto him. Man, he be flowing.
Yeah.
He be flowing.
I like the baby. On that joke, Levitate, he killed that. Levitate was doing little.
Next song.
It's
so damn hard.
That joke. Yes.
He just be going on the beat, man.
Yes.
He going on the beat.
He killed the Throat Baby remix.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm like, yo. The baby like that. The baby like that. Shout out to the baby, man. Shout out to all you artists. I didn't do anything. My fellow artists. I rock with all y'all. I like every genre that's inside of hip hop because we got different genres. I like all of it. You know what I'm saying? The only person I can say that I can't rock with is 6ix9ine because you see what he
was some
about.
snitch shit.
Yeah.
You gotta get out of here, man. You gotta get out of here with that shit.
And I don't know how people condone the stuff that he did. But that tells me if you condone what he do, them the people you should never do nothing around.
It says a lot about them motherfuckers.
Yeah, because they will definitely tell on you.
Yeah.
Oh, he said that he had a reason. If you sign up for that lifestyle and you know what you're getting into and you accept, you gotta accept the responsibility. You can't get in there and then he in court there going telling more than what the prosecutor needed to know. He's like, yo, I tell you, there was a little kid on my block. He was selling ice cream without a license. Damn, like, damn, bro.
He the kind of motherfucker to call the office and be like, this bitch is doing hair in her goddamn kitchen.
Yeah.
Y'all get up here. This bitch is making money. This Section 8. This ain't Section 7. You gotta get up here and come get this bitch.
Yes.
God damn it.
Yeah, I can't rock with nobody like that. I can't.
Yeah.
But the thing is,
6ix9ine the kind of nigga that steal your DoorDash food off your front porch. That nigga ain't shit, boy.
I know, and then he just showed you what people do for money. Like when the people around him, like he paying people that people will overlook anything. You know what I'm saying? But like
for clout and hype.
Yes.
Yep.
But I don't understand like this, certain street lights. If you gonna sign up for the streets, you gonna be this gangster. You can't 1 minute turn around and just start telling on people. But like Pooh Shiesty said in the song, Black SUV with Jack Harlow. You heard that?
No, I have not.
You ain't heard that?
With Jack Harlow and Pooh Shiesty?
Yeah.
What?
Bro, how you that beat go hard.
I gotta fuck with it.
That beat, Pooh Shiesty said, I know hitters that turn to rats. And I'm like, that's crazy. And that's real shit. Motherfuckers be out here killing everything on the street and then get in the courtroom and sing like goddamn Whitney Houston.
Yeah, man. I mean, look. If you get out there and you do all that killing stuff, man, you gotta sell your soul. You gotta sell your soul, man, because, like, you can't be no regular motherfucker doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be down, you gotta be stomped down with all that gangster stuff, and you can't dabble in it. There ain't no part-time gangsters. You know what I'm saying? You in that shit, you know, most of the time for life. You know?
Oh, and a message to everybody out here that like to just shoot people and y'all like to spin blocks. Just know when you go to jail, you ain't gonna have no gun.
Exactly.
You gonna have to use them fists.
Yep.
You better hope you can protect yourself from being stabbed. Because then you will probably be bent over being somebody's little girl.
Yep. You're gonna be up in that motherfucker with Terry Crews.
With,
nigga that like Terry Crews, Caitlyn Jenner mix.
Yep.
They gonna tear your ass up on some longest yard type shit. But man, talking about you know, like the generations and whatnot. This generation of basketball to me is just the most exciting. You know, so far this NBA playoffs, man, there's been, you know, guys coming back from 26 points down. I mean, the Grizzlies came back from 26 points down. The fucking Celtics came back from 17 points down. And I mean, and most of that has come from that 3-point shot, man. That 3-point shot. And like, you know, the way that Steph Curry has changed the NBA so much with the 3-point shot. I believe now that there's really no lead that is safe. You know, there's no lead that's safe because, man, I mean, there's guys now that are stepping up. I just watched the game the other night, man. A role player, you know, on the Grizzlies hit 8 threes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's 24 points on straight up threes. You know, and it's almost like superstar play is starting to become like negated. Like, what do you think about how Kevin Durant has performed so far against Boston?
He's killing his legacy. Kevin Durant right now is killing his legacy, yes. But going in this, I knew Boston was the better team. I knew Boston was going, because Boston could play defense. Brooklyn can't play defense. They just got 2 scores. Kevin Durant and Kyrie both got to score 40 apiece just to beat Boston.
Just to stay in the game.
Yeah.
Stay in the game.
True. And he's showing, and they was breaking down his stats in the last, like when he was in game 5 or 6 against Milwaukee last year, back in OKC before he joined Golden State. Now he doing this. His legacy is being, like, because people were talking about him or Giannis being the best player in the league. Hands down, Giannis right now.
Hands down, Giannis. Giannis brings it every night on both ends of the floor. What's going on right now with Kevin Durant is he's getting double and triple teams every single possession. He is used. See, when he was in OKC, there was a lot of attention on Steven Adams, a lot of attention on Russell Westbrook. So he was doing a lot of ISO scoring, a lot of one-on-ones. He's one of the best one-on-one scorers ever. Now, you know, when he goes up to raise up and, you know, shoot that 15-footer, you got Tatum, a guy that's 6'10" with a lot of length. You got Tice, 7-footer right in his face, and you got Marcus Smart, defensive player.
Yeah, they playing good defense. I mean, shit, but
and he's not even taking shots.
People, if you're the best player on the team, if you're the best offensive player the team can play, if you're the best player on the court, you're gonna get double team. You're gonna get triple team. You gotta find a way to to get up. You know what I'm saying? Scheme around it or get your shot. You the best player. You're supposed to be the best player in the world. Y'all, you can triple team. He gonna get 30.
And that's what separates Kevin Durant from a Giannis or like a LeBron.
Yeah.
LeBron can go out there and get you 35, and he can also get you 12, 13 assists on a really hot night. You know what I'm saying? And he has the ability to find the open shooter. He knows how to play basketball the right way, not just Kyrie and Kevin Durant are
I'm
playing
saying
hookah
LeBron
ball.
in his prime can do that.
He's right now.
LeBron right now, all of them stats is empty calories. That's like.
Well, I mean, once they knew that they were basically out of playoff contention.
But a lot of that play is like it doesn't. It's not for the betterment of nothing.
There are some guys.
This league nowadays, like you see Russell Westbrook average a triple double. Like that stuff, high assist and all that.
It does not translate to winning.
In
his case.
Yeah, and you see Jokic almost averaged a triple-double this year. He's a center.
But it got him, see, in Jokic's case, it didn't matter because they got to the playoffs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He got to the 6th seed without...
Yeah, his stats counted like that.
Yeah.
LeBron, this is what LeBron does. LeBron said, shit, I'm going to get 30, and we lose. All I can do, LeBron is one of those people, he going to go. hell, shit, I did my part. I don't know what they did, but if you gonna be on a team and you know that y'all are like, you gotta be fully invested. You gotta be like, yeah, we lost the game. Like, you gotta be willing to be like, I'm giving up this and that for, you know what I'm saying. You gotta, but he just right now, but he's in a sweet spot. He got 4 rings. He's been to the final like
10 times.
Yeah, 10 times. He's, you know what I'm saying. He's gonna be able to play with his son because I know his son gonna get drafted in a few more years.
I think that's what he ultimately wants
to do.
Yeah,
that's what he want to do. So he need to reserve himself. But at the same time, he's trying to get that all-time
score record, which is going to get halfway through this season coming up.
Yeah.
So he has all the accolades. He has all the accolades.
Yeah, he has all the. But like you, I don't know who the true. If you gonna say the true GOAT.
When it's all said and done, a lot of people are when it's all said and done, a lot of people are going to look at it as LeBron.
A
whole generation will.
You know, Magic Johnson. A lot of people don't. I read a comment one time, and it blew my mind. They said in a 4-year period, Magic Johnson won a state title in the high school.
NCAA.
One, and then
I think he won 2 in college.
Yeah, 2 in college, and then one
rookie.
Yeah, that's 4.
Averaging, and he dropped 42, 10, and 7 in a closeout game.
Yeah. So you talking like, I'm just saying, you want to talk about a GOAT.
I mean, if you want to talk about just individual like stretch runs, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar won in college. And then one in the pros too. Individual stretches. LeBron from 2012 to 2014 with the Heat when they went to those finals. They would had 27 winning games.
You know what messed up LeBron's GOAT run?
The 2011 finals against Dallas.
Dirk had. I don't care what nobody said.
This is what Kevin Durant's going through right now.
Yeah.
That's what Kevin Durant's going through right now. You don't understand. Kevin Durant, even when they've had games that he's lost, he's never really been the reason they lost. Kevin Durant would go out there and drop 35, 40, and be generally pissed off in a post game, because I did everything that I could, and we still lost. Now, you don't understand, man. Game 2, he shot 0 for 10.
Yeah.
He's the most efficient scorer you've ever seen.
Yes.
And to go 0 for 10.
They got in his head. They done mentally broke him.
Exactly.
But that's what Detroit used to do to Jordan, though. When Jordan got in the finals, he had a 6-0 sweep. Like, nobody in Jordan time period besides when he left for those 2 years, they won some championships. And nobody got to shine and and that's what one of the people was saying. In Jordan era, Jordan kept
everybody
kept
but not for his whole career. Not for his whole career, but when he was winning.
Yeah, he kept Charles Barkley from getting one, Stockton and Malone. He stopped Shaq and them from Shaq and Penny. Like, they stopped, you know what I'm saying? He stopped, some great, all-time great players.
LeBron stopped Durant and them when OKC. He stopped Durant, Westbrook, Harden. I know
he stopped Westbrook and Durant. Harden don't like the playoffs.
I know that the Warriors won other titles, whatever, but he stopped the 73-win Warriors team, whatever, that was damn near destined to, have the greatest team ever, and he stopped, on that 2018 playoffs run, he stopped a 60-win Toronto team, and he stopped a Boston team that a lot of people thought was going to go to the finals. That team with Tatum and Isaiah Thomas and all them. A lot of people thought that team was destined because Isaiah Thomas was playing, out of his mind because his sister had died and all that stuff. Remember?
Yeah.
And LeBron. Remember LeBron knocked Toronto out of the playoffs 3 straight years.
Yeah.
Sweeps. 3 straight years. And last year he did. Toronto was #1 seed.
I'm just saying. You know who Toronto had on the teams that's stinking it up? Oh, I hate to talk bad about people because, shout out to all the NBA players. Y'all are, I could never do what y'all do. Y'all are the best athletes in the world. But
y'all get athletes and y'all bitches though.
No, compared to your peers, I'm just saying he was stinking. There's a dude that's on Toronto. That was on Toronto. He was stinking it up every year compared to his peers, stinking it up every year in Toronto. Now he in Chicago stinking it up.
Who's that?
You know who that? DeRozan.
Oh, DeRozan going. Look, the playoffs right now.
Milwaukee just Milwaukee just beat the shit out.
There's
Chicago.
nothing that Chicago can do. They're a great regular season team. DeRozan just had one of the greatest statistics seasons ever. I mean, he was shooting 55%.
I know. I mean, he played good in the regular season.
It's just
he's like Harden. Harden and him played good in the regular season. He get in the playoffs. I don't know.
They weren't
spotlights.
They weren't going to no finals. They weren't even going deep in the playoffs. I mean, you're talking about a team that was guard heavy and had no size. I mean, yeah, all it took was 1 or 2 injuries, which actually happened.
Yeah, Lonzo would make them more competitively better, but like Milwaukee, Giannis is a problem. Giannis, that's my guy, and he's so humble. I never forget when it was funny. Me and my dad was arguing about I was like, he said, man, Giannis leaving Milwaukee. I said, no, Giannis staying. He was like, no. I said, no, Giannis staying. He's like, no, he leaving. This is why I knew Giannis was staying. When they were talking about how he loved Milwaukee, how Milwaukee gave him a chance, because he come from a very poor background. Mm-hmm. He used to have to sell trinkets and all that on the side of the road, walking up and down the road and stuff. That's why he said he get his charming personality, because he used to have to, persuade people to buy stuff. And like his family, they all, they had like this small. When he got drafted, they all had this small apartment. No, matter of fact, when his first rookie year he got drafted, he used to send all his money to them. Mm-hmm. He didn't even have enough money for himself. He would have to jog to the arena from where he was staying at. And then literally he took and moved all of them into a 2-bedroom apartment, all of them or whatever. And I was just like, he was just so grateful to Milwaukee for giving him an opportunity and changing his life. I said, he ain't going nowhere.
Yeah. When a city embraces you like that, and he bought them a title, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, they love him for that.
Yeah, like he's just like I like Giannis. And then it was crazy to find out his favorite player of all time is Allen Iverson.
Yeah, I know, that's crazy.
Yeah, Allen Iverson is one of the most humble dudes you'll ever come across. He just be like, Allen Iverson, it is cool when you see him around these players. All these players look up to him, but he's just like, man, it's about y'all right now. I'm chilling, man. Like that's how I am kind of with my personality. When people come around, they're like, yo, that's so dope, but this is it. And I just smile, but at the same time, I'm not like, Jordan be like, yeah, you see me do that. Mm-hmm. Me, I just be like, I'm glad you like it. Thank you for tuning in. I don't have that personality where it's like, yeah, that's, I like to joke around a lot of times, but like, people, like my sister asked me, how I feel like when people come to you and be like, yo, they love this song, or this song is on that top playlist, and this and that. I always like doing good in school, like academically. So it's like turning in the paper to the teacher and you get an A on it.
Yeah.
It's like, shit, like, I wrote this and created this, now they like this, and it's like, yo, it just makes me happy. Like, I like that, people just telling me they like something. Oh, man, this is one of my favorite players. Like this one girl I know, PCB is one of her favorite songs. She said it's on her top YouTube most listened to song. Like she listens to it, she work out every day. I'm just like, that's crazy to think like my music is literally in somebody's favorite playlist or it's being played while they do, this and that. So
hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, I definitely can relate to when somebody will like come to you and like appreciate something that you hold so passionate to yourself and you put a lot of work into. It's one of those like, it's one of those feelings that you'll almost always remember.
Yes, yes, sir. And yeah, I just love music. Hell, I was writing some music on my way here.
Oh yeah.
I put some beats on. That's how majority of my songs is literally created. Melodies and my hooks and all that is created while I'm driving down the road. Mm-hmm. I get a beat, put it on, come on, then I record. I either record it, I write it down. I record it, then I write it down later. Or sometimes I just literally will piece together a verse freestyle and just piece the verses together in my head and never write them down.
Oh man. Yeah. That's some next level stuff right there, man. I mean,
it just come over time. It's been years and years of practice.
Yeah, I bet it takes a whole lot of like mental like prep.
Yes.
Like being in like your certain mode. Like for you, in the drive in the car and stuff like that. For me, I never really see like when I write jokes and stuff like that. I just use the things that I see out in the world. You know what I'm saying? And I try to store it, back in my head a lot of times, or if I'm, been drinking or I've been smoking, whatever, I'll write down my phone, whatever. And I'll write down just like the idea, because most of the time, just the idea will give me enough inspiration and enough, enough brainstorming that I can go out there and put the whole joke in motion.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like writing down little like bullet points, but like one bullet point will give me an idea for a whole paragraph. So.
With you, it's funny because you don't really got no boundaries. You push that limit. You'll push that limit.
Of course.
See, so when you write with an openness. You write with this like crazy, like you. I'm not saying it's crazy, but it's like you write with this like, I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. If it offend people, fuck it. Yeah. All that. Me, I'm kind of like in the realm where I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say, but at the same time, I don't push all the way through that line, because I couldn't write with how I normally talk and think down on a piece of paper, because a lot of people probably be like, yeah, I can't fuck with this. Like you like the way you write and tell your jokes and pushing that line, that's how I think, but my music, I try to be more like try to be somewhat mild-mannered, because some of the shit that
For me, a lot of times, I'm not even thinking a lot of times when I'm writing about, like, I don't give a fuck. I'm just literally just, like, writing it down and go out and saying it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm putting my energy down, on pen and paper, and I'm letting it out there into the world, and, I know some people are going to, recognize it as bad energy. Some people are going to recognize it as good energy. But at the end of the day, it's my energy.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That I'm putting out there, and I want to share my energy and my thoughts and my passions. And, sometimes it just happens to be funny. Sometimes it might not be funny to them, But, it's all about, finding that sweet spot of putting out, good material, but material that's genuine and original to yourself.
Yeah, very true.
So, I'd rather, put out things that I know for a fact are, genuine and that I've actually created myself, than try to piggyback off of somebody else or put out some shit that I know people will laugh at, but it doesn't come from,
genuine spot.
From me, So that's just the way I look at it when I come to prepping and writing and stuff,
Yeah, I found that, when I found out about you, when we had that event, I'm like, this guy over here got some, okay, he joking, all right. I'm like, I heard the jokes, I'm like, is he talking about me? And I'm like, oh, okay. So I was like, all right, he ain't got no limits. I got a cousin kind of like you. Y'all will say it don't matter, you know what I'm saying? But hey, I like a good joke. If I laugh, I'll laugh. If it's a joke about me, I'm not one of those people who don't say nothing about me, can't say nothing. But I just say it's proper etiquette. Yeah. Not to talk about the person.
Most of the time, at a comedy venue, the host is the one that's roasting the other guys, and they kind of go like back and forth. But obviously, that wasn't like a whole comedy venue. It was
but there was a show on the Wayans Brothers, and Marlon was a comedian on the episode, and he invited his family there, and he told a joke. He was joking on the whole family, and the family got mad and was like, "You embarrassed us," or whatever. And and Marlon was like, they wouldn't talk to him. Marlon like, "I'm sorry, I'm gonna go back up there, and I promise you I won't talk about y'all." So they came back to the show, and he wanted to. He was like, "Damn!" So he changed the material. He picked another dude in the crowd to joke on, and he was everybody was laughing, and the dude at the end of the show, the dude said, "Man, how Marlon said, how I do?" He said, "Man, you did good, but the guy you was making fun of was the talent director that was gold." So he was like, "Man, you no longer can work here at the club because, this the guy basically owns everything. But I was just saying that was an episode, and it's funny because you kind of remind me of a little bit of Marlon too. Because
I like Marlon Wayans. I definitely like the Wayans brothers, man. You know, like those guys are extremely talented. The whole family, really.
Yes.
All the Wayans guys are out there. You know.
Yeah.
Especially you know, comedically. And one day I want to get to a point where I can walk into a comedy club and everybody just I know who that guy is. You know?
Yeah.
And you know that's where this grind is starting. You know, with this podcast and everything, and you know, writing ain't easy, man. It ain't easy because you'll have an idea in your head and you'll put it down on pen and paper and look at it and be like, nah, I can't do that. I can't say that or that don't sound right. So out of 20 minutes of material that you guys might see or hear, you don't understand that like 300 minutes of that shit actually got scrapped for that 20 minutes to just exist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of shit that you think in your mind will work, but it doesn't. So it's a whole lot of dead baby and abortion and Jew jokes that don't really
what the hell?
That shit, it doesn't really work out the same way, as in your head when you're thinking about, burning Jews in the stove.
Man,
but anyways,
what the hell is wrong with you, man? see, I'm a person, no lie, like, when I used to watch Netflix, like, I was an avid fan of watching Netflix. I used to watch everything. I always look for a dark comedy. I don't know, for some reason, it's just dark comedies. I don't know, I like envelope pushers, like people that push the envelopes. Me, I would never talk like that or say that shit, but I mean, it's fucked up that I kind of find dark comedy and music.
I love it.
Because I feel like I've always been an avid TV watcher and been an avid watching everything. I feel like I've seen everything. So dark comedies push that limit. Like I like a limit to people because I feel like everything. Because you get to a point where everything just seems generic.
Yeah.
So then you need somebody that's gonna come in like a Dave Chappelle that's gonna fucking just kick that door open. You know what I'm saying? Just fucking just say what you want to say. Or Corey Holcomb. They just say shit that is fucked up, but it's funny as shit. But it's at the same time, it's true.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But your ass trying to get canceled. That's what you trying to do.
I can't be canceled, man. I ain't gonna be in no Hollywood shit. I just, mess with the people that mess with me. You know what I'm saying?
But the thing is, people that cancel shit, you can't really cancel. The internet, I don't understand why these people be like, people think the internet is fucking life. Like, that shit blow my mind. They just be like, I gotta stay off Facebook. I gotta stay off on Instagram because it's just so much going on in this. It's like, what the fuck, motherfucker, cut it off. You hit close app. Close this bitch, like.
You do not have to absorb all that shit,
yes.
Man, because all it is feeding you shit to make you, irritated and aggravated, There's very rarely anything good on social media.
People, I don't understand, people, that shit blows my mind. People I had to take a break. I can't be on there. There's so many people. I'm just like, it's the fucking internet.
Yep.
And then now, you can't even be leading nobody because your ass the profile will get deleted.
Yep. Have your ass in Facebook jail for a whole week just for saying the word damn.
Yeah, they had a video of these people dancing in a foreign country or whatever. They were dancing and they were doing WWE moves on the women or whatever. And they were like, yo, it's crazy. And I was like, yo, this looked like domestic abuse, but I had to spell domestic abuse in a certain way so that Facebook algorithm would pick up because they might flag his post.
Yeah.
Or flag me for saying them. And I'm like, you gotta, because somebody said something under my post one time and I didn't even see it, but they got flagged. You can't even make a fat joke.
Yep.
You can't even it's crazy. It's like, what? You know what I'm saying?
Yep. It's crazy. It's crazy that they give you all these platforms to quote unquote speak your mind. And now, you speak half your mind.
Yeah.
They're like, wait, we don't want to see that.
Yes.
Yep. So, I don't know. This whole censorship thing has, kind of reared its ugly head to a point where you don't even know, what is safe and what's not safe anymore.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Now you're sensing people's language and all this stuff. Now the generation already soft. Now you're making an even softer generation. So when they heard certain words or heard certain things, they're like, you can't talk to me like that.
Yeah.
You hurt my feelings. Man.
Yeah.
growing up, man, I had to get tough feelings. Fuck that. I was younger. I used to have some soft feelings, but as I got older, I had to get some tough feelings. When I was a little kid, people used to make fun of me for being fat and stuff like that. That shit used to bother me. Now that shit, I laugh at the jokes or whatever. I have fun with it. Like me and I just feel, anything I feel, I just feel it. Let my music speak for me. But you just gotta have tough skin. You will get picked on for being a certain way, a some type of way. You just gotta grow tough skin. Let that shit motivate you. Don't let it hurt you and bring you down and make you want to hurt yourself. Fuck hurting yourself. What the fuck hurting yourself gonna do? You're actually giving more victory to the person that's trying to hurt you.
Yep, you were hurting your damn self. You ain't gonna get beat up.
Yeah. So it's like, man, you gotta let that shit fuel you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, make yourself strong. Talk to yourself. Give yourself pep talk. Your subconscious gotta be your best psychologist. You gotta have subconscious message like I'm the best. I'm good no matter you know what I'm saying. People always got something to say about you, no matter if you being good. Hell, my sister. I mean, people used to people hated her at one of her jobs. I mean, not people hated her, but a couple people didn't like her because everybody else liked her. Like she was just so nice. They was like, why is she so nice?
Haters.
Yeah, people will hate you for being nice. That's why I bought her a hoodie that said, "I make everybody smile." And it's just like people will
hate you for being better than them, unintentionally.
Yeah.
People
just hate you for being naturally. People like you, gravitate with you. People be like, I don't know why they like him. He's so, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't let other people will always have something to say about you. Tyler Perry said it in one of the deals, but he said, child, long as you live, long as you breathe, he said something about people are always gonna have something bad to say about you. Say, people gonna always have, hey, let that shit ride and just keep going on. Success should be your biggest motivator, and if you want to get back at those people that talk down on you, be successful. Make them hate their own existence. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? And if I listen to people telling me back in the day, I remember, I'll never forget one of the teachers, she took my rhymes and was like, then again, she don't know nothing about the culture. She didn't nothing talking about, this don't rhyme or this don't, what are you trying to do with this? And I'm just like, if I was petty, I could definitely make a diss song about her right now because my lyric game is on it. See, and another thing is for anybody out there that want to hate or do whatever, and you thinking about maybe you want to go drop a song against me and all this stuff, just remember, I have thousands of listeners. Your song will get heard by 2 people. Yep. Mine is going to get heard by thousands. So whatever narrative that I want to paint, I can paint it because I got, so just know when I keep it cordial with everybody. Just swim in your own pond. You want to be, but like people, yeah, but I'm not petty like that. I don't, you know what I'm saying? But like, if I had let that moment, be like, oh my God, my stuff don't rhyme or this don't flow or, this don't make sense, then I wouldn't be where I'm at now. That just made me go, shit, I need to get better.
Exactly.
So,
motivation, you know what I'm saying? Motivation, you know what I'm saying? And that's some wise words, you know what I'm saying? Definitely some wise words, and I think that a lot of people that watch this podcast, man, can, take, what you're saying and apply that to their own life and their own struggles and try to like move forward and maneuver better in life. You know what I'm saying? Because, you got to use all that bullshit to motivate you, man. And, really, with all that being said, man, I think we're going to wrap it up here, man. I mean, man, hey, man, it's been great, having you on here, having, somebody to banter back and forth with and, listening to your perspective, man, I feel like a lot of people can take away, a lot of your talking points with music and the grind and what it takes to get to where you are now, and it's not easy, whether you got a craft, whatever your craft is, man, Big E right here is living proof that if you sit back and you apply yourself and you take your time, you can get somewhere with that shit. You know what I'm saying? And he's climbing, he's elevating. I'm pretty sure, man, in a couple of years, man, y'all gonna see this motherfucker on tour. You know.
Yes, sir.
You know, and I got all the support in the world for my guy here. You know what I'm saying?
Same for you, man. I appreciate you for having me on the podcast, man. I appreciate this, man. This has been a good talk, man. I appreciate you always showing support. Send me a video of you in the car listening to my song. Hit me up, yo. I like this new song you about to put out. Like, I appreciate the love, man. We came a long way, bro. You came a long way, bro. From RCC, you know what I'm saying? Now you doing your comedic thing, got your own podcast. You know what I'm saying? You coming up, you know. So I'm proud of you, bro. I'm glad to see you making moves out here.
Hell yeah, man. Much love, man. Tell the viewers, man, where they can find you at, man. And social media and stuff.
Find me on Instagram, Biggie_Diceman. You can find me on YouTube, Biggie Diceman. You can Google Biggie Diceman. I'm on SoundCloud. I do a lot of remixes I put up on SoundCloud. I'm on Spotify, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, Deezer, Napster.
He's on Burger King Plus.
Yeah. I'm on. You know what? Let me see. Shit, you made me fuck up my thoughts. See, shit. What was I gonna tell you?
Big E drove ice cream truck here.
Pandora. Yeah. It was full of his little sister cookies.
This guy right here.
And her special is apple pie. She's serving the whole neighborhood.
Oh my god. This guy right here, man. Big E go like the dirty bubble.
Oh man, Durante is funny, man.
I'll tell you.
His head looked like somebody took a Q-tip and swapped the inside of an elephant's ass.
This guy right here, man. You look like bubble baths on SpongeBob. Still no pickles. God damn it.
Shit.
Oh yeah, man. You know it's all love in here, man.
Yeah,
you know it's all love in here, man.
Yeah.
But hey, you guys gotta hit me up. You know, y'all see the names behind me, man. Keep talking on YouTube, man. Find me on TikTok, Durante Carter 828, and you can also find me on Twitter at TRVP_life, which is just trap life. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we've been out here talking. We're gonna keep talking every day, and shit. Next week, man, I'm gonna have on another guest, and you know we're gonna be talking about more about this Ukraine and Russia situation, and we're definitely gonna talk more about these NBA playoffs and see who's going on to the next round. So, man, y'all keep talking, man. Peace.